because I was fully expecting before I got to the store that if I didn't take nothing home, I was gonna take this one home. Straight grown woman cherry, okay? Yes. Chello, friendos, and welcome back to my channel. I am BD, and if this is your first time here, hey girl, you look cute, okay, period. But if you are a returning viewer, a subscriber to the beedeepresents channel, what's goody? We are back with the things and the stuff, okay? But first and foremost, as always, want to check in, see how you're doing. Oh, it's a little rough, okay? Always recommend, suggest, stress. Giving your worries, your things that are burdens and barriers to the Father. We were not meant to carry those things alone. And although it may feel like it, I want you to know that you don't have to, okay? It is important to dedicate time to the Father through worship, through prayer, through study, through fellowship, just like we do with so many other things, okay? We make sure we get to work on time. We make sure we call our homegirls, our homeboys. We make sure that we go and get something to eat. Oh, I'm going out. Let me go and get this shirt. We need to dedicate that same kind of energy to our relationship to the Father, because it's not a one-way street, okay? We can't always expect these blessings and things if we don't truly know Him. And the only way to know Him is to pick up that book and read it and actually know who the Father is. See who He has chosen throughout history to be messengers for Him, because they were everyday, ordinary people just like you and I. So don't feel that what you're going through or where you're at in life is not enough. It is more than enough, and the Lord wants you to know that He loves and cares for you. But seek Him diligently, because He is there, okay? And He loves you. And I love y'all too, so I'm praying that the Elevated Greeting Gang is covered, drenched in the blood of Jesus, that He protects you, keeps you, covers you, so that you will be fine. Now you see what happens when you are a subscriber to the beedeepresents channel. You get a bit of an elevated, enhanced greeting, and I would like that from all of you. But you gotta hit the button, okay? It's just a little red button right under the video. It just helps me know that you're here, so that next time when you see the video and you hear the greeting, you're like, yes, she talking to me. But yes, now that we got all of that out of the way, Chello. This has been such a highly anticipated collection, and I literally just heard about it like a couple of weeks ago. But Miss Bath and Body Works she's done it again, okay? She came back to let y'all know that she is a fragrance expert. What did you think this was? Like, she's been that girl, and she refuses to quit, okay? And I like that energy. Bath and Body Works has just released 10, okay, fine fragrance mists that are inspired by today's trending designer fragrances, because we all know since the pandemic, it's all been about the niche fragrances. It's all been about designer, okay? And they were like, you know what? People need to be able to have this and be accessible, just like Target did with the Finery brand, which I did a video on the Finery brand of fragrances. This is that thumbnail. If you haven't seen that video, I will link it in the description box below. But yes, these are inspired by fragrances for the big tickets, okay? The $300-$400, okay? And whenever I see stuff like that, I'm like, I could get like 3 pairs of shoes. I get like a whole new wardrobe. I get several meals. I might could get a little groceries, because groceries is high. But yes, the collection, at one point I thought I wasn't going to be able to get it. It was one of those things that's becoming a little white t-shirt moment, where I wasn't sure if this was going to be like a test store situation, if this was going to be a national release. I just wasn't sure. And then I called a store that I frequent, and they told me, yes, we would have it, but they would have it on Monday. So boom, it's Monday. They not only had it in store, but they also had this collection online. I think every scent except one was available when I looked, but it might be available now. But Yeah, 9 of the 10 were available online, so need not fret, okay? They are available and accessible. But if you don't want to blind buy, that's why these types of videos are good, so you'll know what you might not like and what you might like. I did go into the store, I smelled everything. I did do kind of like a notes thing for the scents that I didn't pick up, because as you know, I am a proponent of only buy what you like, what you know you're going to use, okay? So of the 10, I have 6, but I'm going to talk about each and every one of them. So let's jump right in. First, I'm going to talk about Floral Fantasy. This is the packaging for Floral Fantasy. Beautiful, rich, deep purple, okay? I'm not sure of what this one is supposed to be a replica of. I'll tell you what the scent notes are for this one. Peach, osmanthus, jasmine, and warm patchouli. It says, close your eyes and feel transported into your wildest dreams. Embrace the tranquility and peacefulness of your own secret flower garden, okay? This one was very nice, very fresh. I really didn't get super peach out the gate, like the traditional use of peach by Bath & Body Works. I did get jasmine, but unfortunately, what lingered and what that end note was the patchouli. And I'm not a fan of patchouli like that, so I didn't feel like this was one that I needed to have. If you are a fan of patchouli and you want something a little bit fresh, I would definitely recommend this one. Even though it says Floral Fantasy, to me, it's not traditional floral at all. It's very nice. I might go back to it when there is a sale, but it wasn't something that I felt like I needed right out the gate right away, so I left it there. The next one that I'm going to talk about is Getaway Soiree. The notes for that one are sun-kissed mandarin, tuberose, and solar musk. It says, say farewell to your blues. Brighten your day with a spritz of sunshine that is sure to transport you to your own vacation getaway. Now, it could be the packaging. Maybe it's the packaging playing tricks on me, but to me, it was reminiscent of Target's Finery brand's Magnetic Candy. This is Magnetic Candy. It's supposed to be a dupe or inspired by Byredo's Sundays. The notes for it, I believe, are candied violet, cotton candy, and pink pomelo. And the notes here, there is some mandarin here, so you have that citrus connection with the pomelo here and the mandarin there. You also have the tuberose, which is also kind of a sweet kind of scent, and then the musk. This kind of has a musk kind of undertone too, but not super heavy. So because I already had Magnetic Candy, I really didn't feel like I needed Getaway Soiree, but it's a nice kind of very peppy kind of scent. So if you're looking for something a little sweet and peppy, I would recommend it. But since I felt like I already had something similar, I didn't think I needed it. And the packaging is similar. So I think that's what they were going for. But who knows? Next up, on the horizon, gorgeous, deep blue packaging, okay? The notes are watery bergamot, lotus blossom, and driftwood moss. It says it smells like sitting at the ocean's edge and watching the sun dip beneath the horizon. Transport yourself to this waterfront retreat and let your worries drift away. Now, to me, it was very nice, very aquatic, not overly aquatic where it's like, wet dog. It wasn't given that. It was nice. It reminded me of the Giorgio Armani Ocean fragrance, like in that kind of unisex leaning toward masculine kind of cologne. So if you're in the market for something like that, definitely check it out. I will go back to that one. I think it will layer well with Ocean. But again, I feel like I have similar things already in my collection, so I didn't think I needed to have that one like right away. Last but not least of the left behinds, this one is a bump, okay? Because I was fully expecting before I got to the store that if I didn't take nothing home, I was gonna take this one home. And that is If You Musk. And I didn't. I didn't. The notes for it are iris, pink pepper, and airy musk. It says, if you must know, this scent was made for you. Let your natural radiance shine with this everlasting scent that brings out the best in you. I like a musk note in an accord. I do. I even brought the Finery's I'm a Musk fragrance, which is here. Right here, I like it. So good, okay? But no, totally different. Totally different, stark difference. For me, I don't know if it was the iris or the airy musk, but it had a very like warm plastic scent to me that was very much off-putting. I don't know. And I compared that to the singular ingredient line that they have out. They do have a musk, just plain musk scent out. That one smelled good to me, like straight musk. I hope they do like a straight sandalwood and a straight cedarwood at some point. But to me, that was a true like representation of musk. This one here, If You Musk, I'm gonna blame it on the iris. I think it was the iris was not really giving with If You Musk. So unfortunately, I left that behind, okay? But now, let's get into the girls that made it. All right, so first might come as a shock to you. If you watch my videos, you know that I'm not a vanilla girl, not a gourmand girl. Well, really, I'm not a gourmand girl, for real, for real. The vanilla thing, that's debatable. Y'all could bring up the charges. The evidence is there. I have talked about vanillas on a few occasions, okay? But this one, Viva Vanilla, I had to get her. I really did. Gorgeous, kind of sheer brown packaging. The notes are rich plum, glowing amber, and addictive vanilla. I have seen people say that this is a dupe of the Billie Eilish fragrance. I've seen people say that from the Bath and Body Works kind of side of things, this might be, I think, Wicked Vanilla Woods or a repackage of, there's a third one. I'll put it on the screen. I'm only familiar with the Billie Eilish one, and to me, it's given that it could be her little sister, for real. It says that it smells like revive your senses and live life on the edge of comfort with this vanilla luxury bursting with spirit and spunk. I don't love that description, but to me, she ate down. Yes, very much perfume. There is a little bit of a, it's a bit of some kind of like a liquor or something there too. They didn't mention it, but I feel like I smell it here. This is not a gourmandy vanilla at all, which I'm not a fan of, like those rich, very creamy, desserty ones. I'm not a fan of that. I like them to smell a little bit more polished, and this one does that for me. I could see myself wearing this, with the Cocoa Soiree from Victoria's Secret, which is like a smooth kind of rich cocoa vanilla. This one to me would pair well with that, or just alone. This is a very sophisticated vanilla, and so if you are someone who's traditionally not gourmandy and you really are not like into vanillas, I think you would like this one. I like this one because every now and then I do kind of want something like that, but in a more refined version. So I had to get this one. Next, we'll talk about Eau Cherry. Now, Eau Cherry is obviously going to be one that people will gravitate to, because when Finery came out with their, I believe it's Not Another Cherry scent, which is a dupe of the Tom Ford Lost Cherry, people went crazy for it. The notes are black cherry, sheer magnolia, and tonka bean. This, yeah. Oh, that's good. This is straight perfume, not whimsical cherry, not syrupy artificial cherry, not almond, that Jergens lotion cherry. It's none of that. Straight grown woman cherry, okay? Which is what I want, because I'm a grown woman, okay? And that's what I want. So this is like sophistication all the way. I get the tonka bean, I do get the floral, and it's a black cherry, so it's nice and rich. So good. And actually, if I really wanted to, I would do a layered combination of these two together, and I think you would eat the girls up with that. So I like these two. So that is Eau Cherry. Next, I'm going to talk about Covered in Roses. Now, I've been seeing people say that this is supposed to be inspired by Delina. I have a sample of the Delina Exclusive, I want to say. So it's more like an intense version, I want to say. So I'm going to compare the two. I don't know what the regular one smells like, but the notes for this one are ruby berries, sugared rosebuds, and blush amber. Gorgeous pink packaging, as you can see. To me, this is probably my favorite bottle out of all of them. I think the pink is just like the perfect shade of pink. It's not too warm or too cool. It's gorgeous. Let me read first what it says it smells like. Savor the softness of lush florals and immerse yourself in the luxury of 1,000 rose petals at your fingertips. Okay, so oh wow, it is giving delina. Okay, let me go ahead and smell the sample that I have, the decanted one. This is my sample. I got it from Micro Perfumes. This is the delina exclusive, as I mentioned. Yeah, this is way more like potent, and it's sweet and beautiful. Okay. So the notes are pear, lychee, and grapefruit at the top. The heart notes are rosa, the mancina, incense, and vetiver, and the base notes are vanilla, musk, and evernal. Again, this is the exclusive, and I believe the covered in roses is supposed to be just the base delina, but it is so great. This is next level. Very much given niche, very much given luxury, very much given I'm going to want an extra bottle of this because I'm gonna spray. I don't know the longevity yet of any of these scents, but I'm hopeful that because they only release fine fragrances and because these are supposed to be replicas of higher end fragrances that tend to have better sillage, better trails and dry downs and things like that, I would assume that these will have a bit of a longer lasting power and a punch versus the others. Time will tell. But that's what I think. This is the one to get. If you get nothing else, I know Old Cherry gonna go crazy. I know Viva Vanilla is gonna go crazy. This is the one. If you've been hearing about delina and you're like, what's the fuss? Smell this and then you'll get the fuss. Next up is Pink Obsessed. It's in a bit of a darker pink. I kind of wish that the color variation was a little bit stronger. It's almost, sometimes it looks like, which bottle is this? This is Pink Obsessed, and the notes for Pink Obsessed are blushing jasmine, cashmere praline, and vanilla bourbon. It says it smells like we made you blush. Embody the power of pink and take a trip to your happy place with this perfect blend of vanilla and warm florals, okay? I remember in the store that I was like, gotta get this one. I think first I smelled Covered in Roses and then this was second and I was like, oh, absolutely. Let's see if I was right. Oh yes, this is so sweet. I'm hearing people say that this is supposed to be a Born in Roma dupe from Valentino. I had that one, and when I had it, I didn't like it. I gave it away because it had like a mature smell to it that didn't really work for me. And I know that's the jasmine. Sometimes jasmine, if it's a little too heavy, it could give, you know, a certain kind of vibe. And I didn't love it, so I passed it on. This to me is like almost on the edge of that, but it's not extreme. All of these are very perfumey. None of this is giving me mist at all. All of this is giving me eau de parfum. Okay, this one I'm very much getting that the cashmere praline is nice. I don't necessarily get nutty, but I get soft. The vanilla bourbon, I almost feel like there was bourbon in the Viva vanilla. I don't know, they didn't mention that, but that's what I got over there. Here it's just very much a nice sweet jasmine scent. It's very pretty, it's very feminine, but it could almost have that edge of maturity. So, you know, if you like Born in Roma, then I think you'll love this one. It's still it's a nice, full, robust scent, but to me, it doesn't go too far with the jasmine. So, I like this one. Next up is another one that I think is Chef's Kiss. So this is Lost in Santal. This is supposed to be a dupe of the Labo Santal 33. And the notes for it are warm cardamom, satin sandalwood, and cedarwood. Right. That's what I said too. Like, this is for BD. This is for her, okay? Now, I'm familiar with Le Labo's Another 13. I do have a sample of that. I think it's gorgeous. This one is a little bit different. Santal 33. The notes for that are Australian sandalwood, cedarwood, cardamom, iris violet, smoky wood alloy, ambrox, leather accord, and musky notes. So 3 of those notes are here. I'm not familiar with the Le Labo one, but yes. Now this to me Oh my God, it smells like there was a fragrance from Victoria's Secret in the wintertime that I was absolutely in love with. I did a video on it. This is that thumbnail. If you haven't seen it, I will link it below. This is amazing, and I'm gonna tell you why. First, before I get into the why, let me tell you what they say it smells like. They said, let's get lost in the secret of sandalwood. Rediscover yourself with this woody and sophisticated scent. Absolutely, okay? This reminds me of this scent from Victoria's Secret. It's called Night Sip. It had violet petals and champagne and cedarwood. And the cedarwood is what is, to me, the predominant note in Lost in Santal. And also it was a predominant note here. This one is a little bit more light and floral because of the violet, but I'm so happy because I have an extra lotion for this scent, and I think that these two would pair wonderfully together because of the cedarwood. And this smells so good. It is woody, but to me, this is your perfect like blend of masculine feminine. It's not overly cologne-y like on the horizon. A sophisticated scent. I love this so much. This is probably my fave. This one is probably my fave, followed by Covered in Roses. I love this, and I love this type of accord. So good. I gotta spray myself with this one because it is lovely. Woody, it's fresh, but it's also soft. I love this one. This is my favorite. This to me definitely should retail for about a smooth $200, okay? But you're getting it at an incredible price point. I love this one, okay? So this is in the family to me of Night Sip. If you are a girly girl that likes a little soft, woody moment, you will love Lost in Santal. It's amazing. And now last but not least is Petal Parade, okay? It's in kind of like a almost purple, almost pink kind of color. I don't know. Doesn't matter, okay? We'll go into the notes. They are neroli petals, orange flower, and white woods. This is again an accord that I like, and I see them used often. Like neroli has been in just about everything, I feel like, that or bergamot this year, and that's fine, okay? I like a different kind of take on a citrus moment, so I like that because they're a little bit deeper than your traditional like grapefruits and oranges and things like that. I like it. So this says it smells like taking your first steps into your favorite flower shop. Shower yourself in this floral petal confetti and celebrate you. I'm not sure also of what the inspiration is for this one. Let's go ahead and see for ourselves. Wow, this is true floral. I think there's a candle called like Greenhouse Fern. There are a few like very like floral scents. Flower Shop I think is one. It's in that vein, but it's beautifully done. It's like perfectly crafted, kind of floral. And I'm not traditionally floral girl, but like if you think of how they did like the gingham flankers, this is a totally different take on it. It's a very sophisticated, elevated take on a floral. It's very modernized. So I do like it enough that I felt like I could purchase this and wear it. So yes, for a floral in the collection or another floral in the collection. That is Petal Parade, and that is the Everyday Luxuries collection from your girl, Bath and Body Works. I would hope and love it if they made this a part of their core. Maybe not the whole 10. Maybe they see which scents do well and narrow it down. But yes, that is it for this video. Let me know in the comments below, how are you feeling about this collection? I'm hyped, as you can see. Which ones are you thinking of grabbing, okay? Let me know of anything that I mentioned. If I didn't mention a dupe, let me know what the dupe is, okay? Or what the source material is, okay? So we could all be in the know, all right? But yes, thank you so much for watching. Please feel free to give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. And if you like this type of content, feel free to peruse the channel. I have an assortment of other videos. I am a freshie girl, and y'all know when I put the twist in that it's almost that time of year. So if you want to go ahead into the archive and check out some previous fresh videos, I would love for you to check out these two. And God bless you. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.